This is your boy Mayor, aka Melvin 1012 coming at you. Yo, I want to let you guys know this is an exciting day for me because this is the first episode of ATL Talking Mayor, and my first guest, I think radio DJ, poet,
Yes, sir.
artist,
Yes, sir.
in the fashion too, clothing line,
Stepping my way
clothing,
in.
okay, and on the shit show, the Boyz Next Door, my man Antonio. What's up, man?
What's going on, man? Welcome to Atlanta.
I am so happy to be here, and I gotta say this. I actually enjoy the Boyz Next Door. It's one of my favorite shows, and I just want to let you guys know that I sent out, emails to other people, but this man was the first one to answer. So guess what? First guess. First guess. So first thing I want to ask you is this:
Okay.
who is Antonio?
Who is Antonio? Antonio is literally the boy next door.
Okay.
And I think that's something that I'm hoping that everybody, the audience, everybody that's watching the Boyz Next Door get. He's the guy that I'm a very well-balanced guy.
Okay.
I'm silly. I'm very intense sometimes. I'm loving. I'm playful. I've had my heart broken. I've broke some hearts. I've had some adventurous times, and I've been pretty reserved.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
and I think that we as men have all ventured out in all of those avenues. You know what I mean?
True.
So that's why.
Okay. Now, question.
Yes, sir.
Take us back to when you first got that call or that email about being with us. What was that like?
It was exciting.
Okay.
I've never done a web series before.
Okay.
I had did a BT documentary, so I had some TV experience.
Okay.
I knew this was going to be a little different. I've seen season 1, and so I felt like
okay.
I was going to bring something to the table.
Okay.
I mean, because you had basically Mo was the comedy relief,
Yeah.
and KJ was the angry black man,
Okay.
and Larry was the goody two-shoes.
Okay.
So I think that those characters served their purpose first season, but I think they could definitely use someone who was pretty expressive and pretty confident in who they were.
Okay. Now, as I was watching the first episode, I'm being good to keep in mind. The first episode talking about you dancing in your pajamas to down in the DM. What's up with that? So, can I ask you a question? Does it go down in the DM?
They tried to get down in my DM, but I'm very zero tolerance because I'm like, yo, this is a business page. Look,
Okay.
This is art. These are books.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I'm not here for any of that.
Okay.
I don't knock anybody who does, and I mean, hey, you got to get it how you can get it.
Okay.
I totally get it, but just me personally, it's just not good for business.
Okay. Now, I gotta say this. I don't know if you saw my reviews, but yeah, because I gotta speak my mind. I don't care.
Please do.
You have been saying something. You said something that I had wanted to say since season 1.
Which was?
KJ, why are you spelling Manish like that? Why? Really? I love you,
my
KJ,
God.
but really?
Right.
Really?
And people took that as a shady comment,
Yeah.
and I really wasn't being shady.
You
as
just
a
being
business,
honest.
as being a
Yeah.
business owner, and let me say this:
Uh-huh.
I did my due diligence. I went to his website.
Uh-huh.
I read about it, and I was just like, oh, that's kind of odd because as a business owner, when you're taking a name like that, that's well known, especially if you grew up in the country,
Yeah.
you know the word managed.
Exactly.
That's one of the first words you hear. Stop being managed.
Exactly.
So you know the spelling because
Yeah.
you got a grandmother in the house that's not gonna let you
Exactly.
misspell
And she gonna throw a
anything.
shoe,
Right.
curb rod, sticker
Exactly.
car, racetrack. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm happy that. But,
Exactly. So I was just like, what was the whole thing behind that?
Uh-huh.
And I didn't know if it was supposed to be man-ish.
Uh-huh.
I just didn't know where he was going with it. And my thing is I don't hate you. I just want to understand you. I want to
Gotcha.
understand your
Gotcha.
brand.
Gotcha.
And what did that mean? Because we have. I'm very much into art and music. So when you have artists and they're spelling something one way and this mean, you know what I'm saying?
I got you.
So it was just kind of well, why just one end? And he took offense and popped off in his confessional, but we were at the table. If you were gonna shake it, you would have shook it. So hey, it is what it is.
But you did answer that. The party. We know that a lot of things are edited, but
right.
it's funny how KJ, I love you, so understand this. I love you, KJ. I really do. I just got you.
Right.
It's funny how like I've always been taught that when one person you get into it with one person,
Mhm.
it may be two sides, but when you get into it two people, you kind of like gotta look at yourself. And I don't know how editing goes because I understand about editing. Sometimes people edit things
Right.
out. But how did you feel when you were sitting up there, the situation between KJ and Trip after it was supposed to be Mo and KJ, and then it went to Trip, and then it was like, because I'm sitting there watching the video like, okay, wait a minute, KJ, this is between you and how long did you stay on the couch, KJ?
No, right.
I'm just.
Be clear that he
Did
stayed.
you get the answer? Did y'all get the answer yet?
I know the answer.
Oh, okay.
Because understand, like at that particular time, me and Mo were like very, very close.
Okay.
So literally, the night that he spent the night, I knew, and I remember it's like, hey, so, did you and KJ talk about your friendship, blah, blah. And he was like, what you mean, didn't we? Like, he's still here. And I was like, he's still there. It was like a week later.
Wow.
And I was like, okay, well, hey, I got my own shit going on. Y'all do that, But at the party, like, when he said, like, oh, Mo, you never been there for me, I was just kind of like, really? But okay, because I knew, you know what I mean? But that wasn't for me to say. Like, Mo can handle his own. And then when he, targeted Trip, I was like, oh, wow, so now we're going to deflect? That's what we're going to do? We're going to, redirect the energy? Because if you take the energy off the actual topic, people are more concerned about, wait, what just happened? Why are Trip and KJ arguing? Nobody's really focusing on the fact that you were actually on the couch. Because you didn't own it, nor did you deny it.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
You just tried to deflect it.
I mean, but hey, if you're in a room full of dummies, then you got
That's
past
the way
it.
it is,
But if you got a smart guy there, he's like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
I see you. And I saw him.
Wow. All right, so are you still cool with Jason? Are you with Jason cool?
Jason and I are cool. I don't. This is my thing about people. Let people be people. You don't have to entertain people.
Okay.
I think that Jason has some things about him that maybe he hasn't confronted or that he's not happy about. And I totally get that because I've been there. There's been a time in my life where I didn't totally accept that. You know what I'm saying? So I look at it in kind of that lens, like, okay, I think he's a really cool guy on the surface, but he only gives you surface. And even in that surface, it's not even solid. I mean, you've seen him on the episode go back and forth about first he's friends with KJ, then he doesn't know KJ. Rode off with Mo.
Yeah.
But you low-key was trying to talk about Mo.
Yeah.
And I know you know Mo.
Yes.
You know Mo.
Yes, with the fruit basket.
Hello, welcome in community.
Yes.
Yeah, like, come on. So I'm kind of like a high vibe.
Okay.
It's not a situation like how I feel about KJ.